Hey guys, so just want to talk about profitability in e-commerce space because it's kind of overlooked when um, your timeline is just filled with a bunch of gurus with $1 million Shopify screenshots, right? So here's the thing, right? So if you're someone who's just starting out or someone who is kind of like an intermediate in the space, something that you might know or you might not know is that profits is greater than everything else. With any sort of business, right? So let's say you have two kinds of you have two brands. So one is doing $30,000 a month, right? Another one is doing $100,000 a month, right? So in a general case, this $100,000 a month might look more appealing compared to $30,000 a month, right? But let's say this is doing $10,000 a month in profit, right? And this is also doing $10,000 a month in profit. In this case, $30,000 per month, brand with a $10,000 profit margin is going to be much better, right? So here the profit or the net margin is 10%, and here the net margin is going to be 33.3%, right? And the reason that it's better is when you're scaling at this level with this profit margin, you're losing so much of things, right? So your profit per purchase is way lower with the $100,000 per month revenue compared to 30,000. So here, the efficiency is much better, right? So another case is that when we're talking about profitability, there are only four factors, in most cases that determine the profits. So number one is your CPC or cost per click on your ads, and now this is on the ad side of things, right? And then you have the CVR, which is the conversion rate. Number three is the average order value. And number four is the lifetime value. So optimizing these four factors is going to be the goal to maximizing your profits, right? With ads, right? So in most cases, a good CPC or bad CPC only differs because mostly of the creative side of things, right? So, you know, so good creatives or copy, good ad copy is a higher profit margin, right? Or higher profit margin percentage, right? And a higher CVR also means higher margin, higher average order value also means higher margin, and higher lifetime value also means higher. So out of all of these things, CPC is the factor. CPC is the section or the part that ads control. Everything else, what if I told you that everything else can be controlled by, or can be improved by using email and SMS marketing, right? So let's first talk about the conversion rate. Conversion rate, what is conversion rate, right? So conversion rate is basically the percentage of the people who buy from you um, when compared to the people who are landing on the site, right? So that is basically conversion rate. And if you want to improve the conversion rate, number one, you have to have a good looking landing page, right? Which is like easy to navigate, must handle the objections, right? And the hard work is mostly done by the landing page itself or the product page, right? But when you're using email, so let's say you have one person, his name is Jack, right? Say hello, Jack. Yeah, I think I might slice the head off, but yeah, just to this way, yeah. So this is Jack, right? So first he clicks on the ad, right? He clicks on the ad. He visits the landing page, right? He sees a sign up, get 10% off, right? He signs up. He's just not navigating here and there, and he quits the website. After some time, he gets an email saying, "Hey, you were checking this product out, and you had added to your cart or you have initiated checkout. So why don't you come back and buy again?" Now, this is called the abandoned checkout email or the abandoned cart email, right? So it's basically email retargeting. And the funny thing is, the cost of sending one email, right? Basically, the cost of sending one email is almost $0. I mean, it's 0.000001 or something like that. But yeah, you get me, right? It's very low. Now, when he sees that email, he's like, ah, yeah, I remember this product, right? So he goes, he buys it, right? Jack, who didn't actually, who was not going to buy the landing page or the ad itself, sees the email, gets reminded, or has gone through a bunch of nurturing sequence, and he buys. Right? So what it does is that increases the conversion rate. Basically, you're getting more purchases. Right? You're getting more purchases um, with the same traffic. So you have already bought the traffic. You've already bought the traffic. The traffic is, you've already paid for it, but you'll make more money if more of them convert, right? It's basic math. If you don't understand this, you probably don't deserve to run a business, and you should probably quit and stick to something, that doesn't require high IQ, or like even a moderate IQ. Because I think a fifth grader will be able to understand this, right? Another factor is the average order value. So average order value. So what this means is the total cart value, or the total value of the average order that a person might have, right? So let's say you have store A and store B, right? So store A might be selling candies, right? People don't buy that much candies at the same time. So maybe let's say it's a low average order value product, right? A low average order value store, and the average order value is 20. So on average, one person spends $20 per their order, or like per at one time, right? So this average order value is $20 on a candy store, because candies are cheaper, right? In this case, let's say they sell I don't know, let's say they sell bathtubs, right? Now let's say bathtub, this store has an average order value of $3,000, right? So bathtubs are expensive, so the average order value is kind of high, right? So this is kind of like a weird thing, because high average order value have a high customer acquisition cost, right? And these have a usually a low, so it's writing low CAC, or customer acquisition cost, right? But let's say you have one store, let's say it sells hoodies, right? And the average order value is $30. People come buy hoodie, they leave. That's it. Store A, it also sell hoodies, but in this case, people buy the hoodie, bam, they get an email, hey, I'm the founder of this store, we thought that you like this hoodie, as another hoodie as well. If you buy another hoodie, like you'll get this at 20% off, blah blah blah. Give them a good offer. Now this person also buys another hoodie, so let's say he gets a 10% off. So now the average order value is $50, right? So the cost per acquire, let's say the CPC or the CAC is the same. Let's say the cost per acquisition per these stores is $10, right? And the fulfillment cost, or the logistics, the cogs, is another $10, right? So here, this store is making 30 minus 10 minus 10, which is $20. So he is making $10 in profit. But this store, right? This store is making, let's say, 50 minus 10 minus 20 minus 20, right? So now $20. So this store is making $20, like double the profit. All right. With the second purchase, he doesn't have to pay another customer acquisition cost. He just has to pay for the cost of fulfillment, right? Because now the traffic that he already paid for is, buying it again. Now, another factor that determines the profit is the lifetime value. Now, think of this. Let me give you an example. You have Starbucks, right? So, how much do you think one person on average spends in Starbucks throughout their life as a customer? Yeah, I think $5 coffee or $7 coffee. It's not much. It's a pretty low average order value. But over the course of their life as a customer, an average person spends $14,000 in Starbucks, and this is just you know it's just like kind of funny compared considering that the coffee costs $5 to $7. Now, the lifetime value of Starbucks is $14,000. The customer lifetime value of Starbucks is $14,000. So, like I said, with the side of increasing the average order value, or upselling or cross-selling, the lifetime value is kind of similar to that, right? But instead of the value per order, this is value per lifetime of the customer, right? Per lifetime of the customer. So, this is John. he buys, let's say in 2022, something 2022, 2023, again in 2023, and let's say in 2024. So let's say he has bought one, two, three, four times. This is this is Billy. This is Billy. He just bought 20 from 2022. The lifetime value of Billy is kind of like less. Let's say they bought the same product, right? $30. Each purchase is $30. So here, one, two, three, four. The $30 product will amount to $120 over the course of Billy being a lifetime customer, and here is $30. So with emails, you send post-purchase campaigns and nurturing flows to increase the lifetime value. How? Recommendations, product recommendations, right? Um, and getting them into a VIP, giving them better offers, which will increase lifetime value. With lifetime value increasing, right, the customer acquisition cost will stay the same. Will stay same, but the dollar will increase, meaning profit is going to increase. So these are the four factors that you need to be focusing with if you want to increase the profitability. Let me know if you found this video useful. Kind of, we'll make more videos with the whiteboard. Not many people are gonna stay till here, but if you want to do, let me know what you think in the comment below, and let me know what you want to see me talk about next. Peace.